Hello, this is AnlineOffline. Welcome back to another casuals quick guide to Call of Duty Mobile. For today's video, we'll be covering the Echo. Introduced in Season 10 of 2021, the Echo is a 12-gauge semi-automatic shotgun from Modern Warfare 2019, which, in that game, is correctly designated as the American Origin-12 from Postech. But it's not the first time a weapon like this has appeared in the franchise, because the Origin-12 is an American adaptation of the Saiga-12. With this in mind, it first appeared in Black Ops 2 as the abbreviated S12, and has sometimes reappeared as a full auto, either as a push-and-up or a DLC to a remaster. And it was also the infamous 205 Brecci from Black Ops 3. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, Western markets were free to do business in Russia, and vice versa. Named after an endangered species of antelope along with a semi-auto rifle, the Saiga-12 shares the same long-stroke gas piston as the standard 8K. Although limited to only 12 gauge, the Origin-12 improves upon its source material by making more extensive use of polymers. It has shorter barrel variants, and is ambidextrous. It features a larger ejection, and uses AR-style magazines. In contrast, the AK magazines and ejection on the Saiga have a reputation for being finicky. Newer models are more consistent, but outside of Kalashnikov USA, foreign imports from Kalashnikov concern are currently restricted due to sanctions brought upon by the annexation of Crimea. But back to the Origin. Despite being a semi-auto, the real version is considered by many as the fastest shotgun in the world, potentially outfiring the automatic AD-12. But in mobile, the Echo is treated as a slower firing automatic with a fire rate of 207 rounds per minute. Faster than a pump or lever action, but not as fast as the Striker, Jack, or R9. To balance this, the range and pellet damage is low. And because it only fires 8 pellets per shot, its max damage point blank is also on the lower end. You'll usually be killing in 2 to 4 shots, and headshots don't usually matter. In terms of accuracy, its ADS and hipfire values are average and slightly better than average respectively, but not on the same level as a KRM or BY. I would recommend mostly hipfiring, because its iron sights are among the worst in game. Like with all shotguns, flinch can be a concern, and recently the recoil has been secretly lowered, but replaced with a lot of visual recoil and aim shake. You could use Slugs, but I would suggest otherwise. The devs have secretly buffed the accuracy to match that of the Jack, KRM, BY, and HSO, but unlike them, the Echo's Slugs lacks the damage to infinitely 2-tap across the map. It's only possible within 4 meters before dropping to 3, 4, and then dealing no damage beyond 38 meters. On top of that, you'll be confined to only 8 rounds of mag. As for ADS and sprint out times, they are standard for the shotgun class. Movement speeds, however, are below average. And because it doesn't have access to Marauder Suppressor, you'll most likely be forced to use the choke muzzle, which also nerfs your movement. Base magazine size is the same as with Slugs, but can be extended to 12 or 25, and they don't hamper your reload times. And it's nice to reload with a magazine instead of inserting each shell individually. However, it feels sluggish with the new animation, which has been updated to match that of Modern Warfare 2019. It looks nice and realistic, but it's slow. Long ago, the Echo was a top-tier shotgun when it was first released, and then it got nerfed along with all the other shotguns. Since then, it's been forgotten about. It's so forgotten that it and the Striker were the only shotguns to not receive any adjustments earlier this year to its pellet count. It used to have more moderate recoil, but that has been replaced by visual recoil, which I usually don't mind, but in this case, it's strong. And now with the new reload animation, I'd say it's a dark age for the Echo. Sure, it's decent at dealing with melee users and K9 units given their popularity, but the Echo struggles against multiple opponents. It's going to need quite a few changes. Realism is appreciated, but it shouldn't get in the way of fun. Being able to cancel the reload after inserting the magazine would be nice. And it's not like the devs would be against it, because they also have improved canceling for both bump actions and lever actions. The accuracy buff to these slugs is a step in the right direction, but I wouldn't be against it being able to 2-tap across the map, because I'm already okay with the Jack doing so. The visual recoil is a bit too much, and severely discourages using your sights to improve your accuracy. Toning it down would be nice. If we're going to take inspiration from Modern Warfare, using a similar fire rate to the Origin-12 would make it more useful in crowd control. And if all else fails, adjusting pellet damage and count would give it a new start. But hey, that's just my opinion. This has been a Casual's quick guide. Feel free to suggest what weapons you want to see covered next. My name is On, and I'm off.